taken out of the game as a pitcher, but the Ohtani rule allows him to stay in as the DH. Ohtani, did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done it again! His third home run! An all-time game for an all-time player. 3 homers. He makes it 5-0. 114
off the bat, and this one only 427.
The opposite way.
Yep, he's alive. He's back.
Peanuts, popcorn, say less. However you do game day, we're here for it at Target and Target.com.
We all love to cheer on the Twins as they clean up on the field against their opponents. Speaking of cleaning, how about the professionals at Marsden, another Minnesota hometown team based in the Twin Cities? The cleaning program Marsden has been performing at Target Field since 2010 for staff and fans is impressive. And Marsden is also a great place to work, whether you're looking for a part-time job or a long-term career. Marsden is currently hiring for all shifts so you can find work that fits your schedule. Creating careers and making a difference. Marsden.
Hey, turn the music down for 1 second. Listen, that annoying sound, it's probably nothing, right? That's how expensive repairs start. Luke Keyshaw here. In baseball, ignore the signs and you'll pay for it fast. Same with your car, because breakdowns don't wait until you're ready. That's why there's CarShield. They can help cover the cost of expensive repairs. When something goes wrong, you've got a plan before you're on the shoulder with your hazards on.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Save big money on everything for your next project at Menards. Update your home with Palmero vinyl plank flooring. It provides a genuine, weathered wood look that complements any decor and clicks together for easy installation. It's waterproof, scratch and dent resistant, making it perfect for active households. Save big money on our wide variety of flooring options at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
This is the Treasure Island Baseball Network. John Vitas getting you ready for Twins and Guardians here on the Menards pregame lineup card. Well, after the Twins wrapped up their series this weekend in New York, some minor news broke that they had acquired a Korean reliever named Woo Suk-go from the Tigers. And that was prompted by a clause that he had in his minor league deal with Detroit, which meant the Twins would be adding him to the major league roster. For a guy like Go, who had spent 3 seasons in the minor leagues, the news on Sunday was life-changing.
사실 처음에 딱 얘기 들었을 때 내가 가지는 옵션이 좋은 건 알고 있었는데
Yeah, when I first heard the news, like, obviously I still couldn't believe it. Like, is it happening? Is it for real? And then when we got a call from the GM, Jeremy, then I start realizing, oh, God, I'm going to the big leagues. I might go to the big leagues. Like, that's when I started realizing. But until then, like, I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Go and his interpreter Leo Bay flew from Toledo to Minneapolis on Monday night just in time to report to Target Field. It had been a long journey for Go, one that included the disappointment of signing a 2-year
First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
There's so much history right here.
And when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run and I become a fan for life.
Front office like Go's current mix. The
MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards. And that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing. And there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
I got a swing video app that I'm just constantly critiquing myself, any swings that I take in the off season or in season. Kind of rates your swing between 0 and 100. Right now I'm in the high 80s. I'm trying to crack into the 90s before the season. Highlight of the off season. For me, it's just hanging out with my family. Got 3 kiddos. They're 4, 2.5, and 10 months right now. You'll see them at the stadium this year, and hopefully they can cheer us on. What's your favorite chicken tender dipping sauce? Kind of varies. If I had to pick one, I would pick honey mustard. We kind of make it from scratch at home, which is kind of fun to do. What is your favorite thing about Minnesota? I haven't really been here a ton, but it just seems like everyone's super friendly. I'm from Texas, and we're all about Southern hospitality, but everyone's striking up conversations up here in the elevators. Nothing's awkward, so that's definitely making me feel like home. Goodbye, guys. This has been Josh Bell.
Text and whatever. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Watch your next Twins game from the all-inclusive Legends Landing and indulge in unlimited ballpark fare. Take your game day to the next level and buy your tickets at twins.com/legendslanding today.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for and there they go. Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Jack Leiter making his season debut.
It's 148K, second among all AL rookies.
Jets 2-2, and a swing and a miss. There's his first strikeout of the season. He gets Mayo for the second out of the inning. To be the way to pitch, here's the 3-2. And that's right in there. Alonso just frozen.
Sinking fastball from Leiter. He retires the side in order for the first time tonight.
Big over-the-top windup and the 1-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging with a cutter at 94. Nice assortment of pitches there from Jack Leiter. And that new pitch, the cutter, strikes out Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. great screwball action, a changeup at 92. So Leiter making use of a couple of pitches he didn't even have 2 years ago when he made his major league debut.
It's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball, and Leiter, I don't know that he loved where that one ended up, but he got the job done.
Touch 'em all time, the Grand Tour. Jake McCarthy's second homer of the game.
He has 10 ribbies in the last 24 hours.
Bomb! Bang! Grand slam!
And the Dodgers look like the comeback kids. They did it down 6-0 last night. They were down 3-0 tonight.
7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. It was the best version of Dylan Cease tonight.
That's hit pretty well. It's Gurriel out near the wall. He leaps up and he caught it. What a catch by Gurriel. He robs Mitchell of a 3-run homer. On the ground, and a great stab by Schmidt. He touched the base, somehow threw to first and got the double play. That's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
Please lead with a W on Kids Day. Because this is Target Field. There's no place like here. Twins.com/tickets.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Mars Wrigley. Want in? Stop by your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Mars product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Choose from your favorites like Twix, Snickers, M&M's, Skittles, Starburst, Lifesavers, or Milky Way. Get full details at QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Hey, have a winning season with Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest. Quick Trip and Mars Wrigley, proud partners of Twins baseball.
Whether you're new to the trucking industry or looking for a change from your current driving job, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Need a CDL? Take advantage of our company-paid training and tuition reimbursement programs. Ready to advance your driving career? Check out Schneider's wide variety of driving job options that fit both your current needs and your goals for the future. Start or grow your trucking career at Schneider. See what we have to offer at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Twins doubles deserve Pepsi. During the month of July, every time the Twins hit a double at Target Field, you score big savings with BOGO Pepsi 2 liters at Cub. Check your Cub app. A digital coupon is automatically added the day after any Twins player hits a double at home. So you can grab a free Pepsi Zero Sugar 2 liter when you buy any other Pepsi 2 liter product. Clip it, redeem it, and enjoy. Twins hit a double, you sip double. It's a win-win. Pepsi, official soft drink of the Minnesota Twins.
Hi, this is Doug Beck, Director of Radio Sales for the Minnesota Twins. During the spring and summer, Twins baseball on the radio dominates the local and 5-state market with over 1.1 million listeners across our network. If you're trying to grow your business, there's no better way than to share your message with passionate Twins fans. With commercial breaks of just 1 minute and 45 seconds, your message will not get lost in the clutter. For more information, send me an email at dougbeck@twins.com. That's Doug Beck, all one word, at...
So a 1-out single, and here is Mack, who's 0 for 3. Joe now 1 for 7 in the series. That is driven deep to right field. This is on its way and gone up onto the second deck for Joe Mack, who has gone deep for the 5th time in his career. A 450-foot monster shot for Joe Mack. Move over, Griffin Conine. There's a new sheriff in town.
That's going to be good for the Marlins and for him.
Oh, my gosh. Owen Casey. Look out. Whoa. Owen. That's a 3-run bomb. The Marlins lead 13-2. He might have hit that one further than Joe Mack, and he did. 453 feet goes Owen Casey.
Oh, this ball was hit. Boy, he got that fastball down and in. And, oh, boy.
Matthews getting the start in left field tonight.
That ball hit well to left center field. Forget about it. Bryce Matthews by the home run pump. He hits his 5th major league.
In the Rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag
flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That is Scott Knudsen with our national anthem. Here's the starting lineup. It's going to be Travis Manzana leading off at second base, Brian Riccio at shortstop, DH batting third, Chase DeLauder, Kyle Manzardo. He'll be at first base batting fourth. In right field batting fifth, Khalid Watson. Gabriel Arias at third base, bats sixth. Daniel Schneemann, he's at center field today, batting seventh. Patrick Bailey behind the plate, batting eighth. And in left field, batting ninth, will be Stephen Kwan. On the mound for the Guardians, it'll be Gavin Williams making his 19th start, 9 wins and 4 losses. Here's the starting lineup for your Minnesota Twins, leading off. And in left field, Trevor Larnach. Brooks Lee, he'll bat second and play third base. Batting third, second baseman Cody Clemens. Our DH cleanup hitter, it's going to be Josh Bell, brought to you by Marsden, your hometown cleaning team. Keep at Target Field, that world-class facility, for 17 years and running. We thank you, Marsden. Batting fifth and at first base, Royce Lewis. Hero from last night in right field, Alan Roden. Luke Keyshaw back out in center field, bats seventh. Today's starting shortstop, batting eighth, it'll be Tristan Gray. And Alex Jackson gets the call behind the plate, batting ninth. On the mound, Bailey Ober, 6-3 on the year, making his 13th start. Ryan Blakeney be calling balls and strikes today. Nick Marley at first base. Crew chief Marvin Hudson will be at second base, and Ryan Addition, the umpire, at third base. Twins going for the sweep. A win today would tie them in second place. Coming in 46-47 are the Twins. Third place, 2 back. The White Sox, and 47-46 for the Guardians. They are just 1 back in second place. Get you started. Here's Chris Atterbury.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning Cleveland has not been at 500, Danny, since they were 21-21 following a loss to Minnesota on May the 10th. And the Twins have not been 500 since they were 12-12 way back on April the 28th. Well, this series with Cleveland, sponsored by Orville Redenbacher, perfect for movie night, game day, or anytime you need a quick, satisfying snack. Make it simple, make it delicious, make it Orville Redenbacher. Available now at Cub. Bailey Ober threw twice in the minor leagues, once for Cedar Rapids, and he threw once for the St. Paul Saints. Back atop a big league mound for the first time since May 30th, facing Bazana, 1 for 7 in the series. And the first pitch twists high, 1 ball and no strike. So ball and no strikes. Fittingly, Danny, a first pitch changeup from Bailey Ober. That's his bread and butter. Bazana awaits, and a change misses wide in the count 2-0. Bazana, again, just 1 for 7, 3 strikeouts. He has walked twice in the series. Boy, he walks all over the scorecard yesterday for both sides. And the 2-0, a foul ball that caught the shoulder of Alex Jackson to no ill effect, 2-1.
Pretty much just fastball changeups from Bailey. Will incorporate a breaking ball occasionally.
But really used the sweeper to great effect to get to the changeup early in the season. And he misses down and in with a changeup in the count 3-1. For years, it was high fastball changeup. He lost a tick of velo, so he started using the breaking ball to get to the change and found great effect with it. 3-1 pitch. Swung on a foul straight back in the count 3-2. Again, nothing but fastballs and changeups here. Bazana, Rocchio, and DeLauder. Boy, DeLauder's been impressive. He is the only member of the Guardians lineup today with more than 1 hit in this series. Payoff to Bazana. Swung on a foul straight back, and the count stays full. That was a slider from Bailey Ober. First off-speed pitch that was not a changeup. First breaking ball. Warm, sunny day. A little bit of wind swirling. Fans still settling into their seats, playing hooky from work. As the pitch on the way. Swung on and hit sharply foul first baseline. Still full. Danny, we're starting to see one of those stalwart things of summer at the ballpark, the camp days. We've got the matching T-shirts. And
kids out, yep.
Kids in different sections of the grandstand. 3-2 pitch, popped up on the infield. Tristan Gray is there. Cody Clemens is there. It'll be Cody's ball. He's got it. So a long battle there, an 8-pitch at bat, but Bailey wins the battle, and there's one away for Rocchio.
You know, it's always fun for kids to come like that. You always see the buses out in front, all the kids matching T-shirts, chaperones following them.
Boy, those are the heroes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Those kids working summer camps, taking a load of kids to a ball game. As Rocchio awaits, and there's a strike called 0-1. And for a lot of those kids, Danny, maybe the first time they've ever been in a big league ballpark. It could be the trip that hooks them for life to be a baseball fan. 0-1 is down. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a chaperone once for my daughter. They had a bicycle. They left the school, and I was in the rear as the chaperone, making sure, but daughter got mad. I was doing wheelies and jumping curbs and acting like one of the kids.
The 1-1 has popped up, and that's first base side into the Thriving Club, and that's a souvenir. It's 1-2. Why would she possibly have been surprised that you were doing that?
Well, first of all, she didn't ask me. I volunteered to chaperone.
So you just showed up.
Yeah, I just showed up.
Looking like Kelly Leak in the Bad News Bears. As the 1-2 poked foul, that's third base side. Stays 1-2. I bet you taught some of those kids that were straggling near the back a few tricks.
Sure. And we played. You ever played bike tag?
Yeah, you right up and tag him and right away.
You got to tag him with your wheel.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Taken just low. 2-2 now to Rocchio. We are just underway. 1 out here in the first. We've already unearthed a gem. Dan Gladden was a chaperone. Somehow slipped through the system there on a bike field trip, doing wheelies and playing bike tag. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a mist. He struck him out, and there's a sweeper from Bailey Ober. And 2 quick outs here in the top of the first. DeLauder will be the hitter.
You talk about the pitch count on Ober. Got to be monitored. He'll get some of those quick innings. Not sure how long he's going to go. I would think maybe 70 pitches for sure.
DeLauder's been impressive. Lefties, righties, velocity, spin, doesn't matter. First pitch here is taken just high, 1 ball, no strikes. He's 4 for 6 with a couple of walks.
Catch challenging to call the ball.
That's the voice of Ryan Blakeney. I guess Jackson's going to challenge that first pitch. I think he's going to lose his challenge. He will.
Call is confirmed. Minnesota has 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, worth pointing out, last night the Dodgers' Alex Call, the pride of River Falls, he lost both Dodger challenges in the first inning. As the 1-0 is taken for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Did the Dodgers win that game anyway?
They won it in the 8th. I guess you go into that saying, we're the Dodgers, you're the Rockies. We'll go ahead and take a flyer on it.
Yeah.
The 1-1 pitch. That's just off the plate away, and the count is 2-1. Since DeLauder came off the injured list for the broken ribs, he's led the AL in hitting 372. Slightly open stance. Leans out and swats this one in the air to center field. Keyshaw with a chance, jogging back towards the shadow of the wall, and he makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3, 18-pitch opening frame turned in by Bailey Ober. Good to have the big man back on the mound.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The whole time, Trout came off the IL. He whacked a home run in that win over the Rangers, and you can see Mike Trout, Joe Adell, and the rest here at Target Field over Hall of Fame weekend.
Yeah, Adell's always been kind of compared to, is it Rodriguez up in Seattle, as to
Julio Rodriguez?
Yeah, trying to get him to be more of that consistent player. But like you said, there's some peaks and valleys in him.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Trevor has never had a hit against Gavin Williams. He's 0 for 9. Williams, big right-hander out of East Carolina. Last year he led the league in walks. He's cleaned that up. Still amongst the league leaders in strikeouts. Leads with the breaking ball. And the first pitch is fouled straight back. Of course, it's a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and that one smacks off the facade, and the count is 0-1. Sweeper 26% of the time, more heavily used against right-handers. The curve 22, more heavily against the lefties. Four-seam and a sinker. And he drops that curveball wide to Larnach, 1 ball, 1 strike. Last year, 173 strikeouts in 167 and 2/3 innings, but 83 walks to lead the American League. Teams just waited him out. So he spins a breaking ball down and in, 2-1. This year, 123 strikeouts in 106 and 1/3 innings. So strikeout rate ticked up, only 36 walks. He stymied lefties this year. And a foul ball straight back for Larnach, the lefty, 2-2. Lefties hitting just .210, righties .260. OPS about an 80-point difference in favor of the right-handed batters. A lot of that has to do, he uses the sinker more to the righties, the four-seamer more to the lefties, and the sinker has been his worst pitch. Winless in his last 5 starts with an ERA north of 6, but still a 9-game winner. High leg kick in the pitch, breaking ball high, 3-2. I thought the Twins were very aggressively patient last night. They took their walks, but they weren't passive. 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, fought foul, first base line, and you can see the trust, Danny, he has in that curveball.
Well, it's one of his better pitches right there. Plus, he's got that high velocity fastball, but every time he's thrown it, Larnach's had a good pass at it.
And he'll tunnel that curveball right out of the same spot as the fastball. 3-2 on the way again. There's the heater, and it's ripped towards second base. Pizzana makes this play. He's had some struggles over there. He picks it up, and he throws out Larnach on a one-hopper. And there's one away here in the home first. Brooks Lee will bat. Larnach hit that ball 108 miles an hour. He stung it. But a one-hopper right at Pizzana, who, again, has had his difficulties at second base. And he's kind of going through a rough patch along the lines of what Keyshaw went through at second base for the bulk of this year. As Lee rolls one towards Pizzana, gets another try, picks this one up, and on one pitch, he retires Lee. So back-to-back ground ball outs, and Clemens will be the 2-out hitter. There has been talk, even since he was drafted number 1 overall, that maybe Pizzana long-term profiles better in the outfield. He's really fast. Mm-hmm. And they thought about playing him in center field, and that's something down the road that may be in the cards.
Well, I think right now they're just kind of working with him every day to kind of see if there is some improvement there.
And he's a grinder, too. He'll put in the work. Real baseball rat. Here's Cody Clemens. Clemens has been torrid lately. He takes low. He's driven in a run in 6 straight games. He has scored or driven in a run in 11 straight games. That's the 4th longest streak in baseball this season. Open stance, and he accepts a fastball strike. It's 1-1. Over his last 162 games, so a full season, 30 home runs, 85 runs batted in.
Pretty good numbers there on your baseball card.
1-1. He checked at that ball down and in. He went. Oh, Cody can't believe that he swung at that. The count 1-2. There was that sweeper down and in. He thought he held up. Not the case.
You know, Chris, that's something that's going to come into play next year during the basic agreement. They want to maybe review a check swing.
Yeah, they're working on the technology in the minor leagues as we speak. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch high. When the Twins saw Gavin Williams in Cleveland, Clemens had a monster day. 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles. He scored twice. Lee had a couple of hits. Martin had a couple of hits. Twins put up 4 runs and 6 hits in 1 inning, the 5th. This pitch down and in nearly hit him in the shoes. A second full count of the inning, 3-2 now to Clemens. Well, 3-2 to Larnach. He threw him a curveball he fouled off, and then he threw him a fastball that he drilled right at Pizzana. See what he dials up here to Cody. Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on a miss. He struck him out, and he struck him out on a heater at 98 miles an hour. So Williams follows Ober with a 1-2-3 inning of his own. We've played one scoreless from Target Field on a Sunday.
Now Chico to the belt. Checks the runners. Belliard trying to hold Ramirez close. And what happened?
A wild pitch. That one goes into the seats.
All right, in unison, just a little outside.
Sometimes you come to a baseball game and you see something you've never seen before. I guarantee you will see that again. and again. And again.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
There's so much history right here. And when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run and I become a fan for life.
That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Sal Manzardo, his first pitch hacky to open the top of the second. He fouls Bailey Ober's slider into the dust around home plate. Count 0-1. Manzardo, Watson, and Arias for Cleveland. Manzardo 3 for 13 career against the big righty, but 0 for 7 with 4 Ks in this series. Looping breaking ball fouled straight back, 0-2. Manzardo and Fedko and Morrison, they all shop at the same mustache store. They've all got that same mustache. That's generational, but they got the same look. It's working for them. There's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Back of third base. Lee retreats. Gray's over there. Gray will chase him off it and ball hog it for out number 1. It's the joys of being the shortstop. And there's one away here for Khalil Watson. He's 0 for 6 in the series with 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, but with the shift on right there, Brooks Lee
was lined up at
shortstop. So I know how to make this play.
He got called off. And here's Watson. Again, the one time Watson has been on base, the Twins walked him. He stole the base, scored a run. But he will swing and miss. He takes a strike here, 0-1. He certainly caught our attention with how smooth he is in the outfield. But 24 strikeouts, 3 walks. And he's hitting just .222, and he'll take a ball. I would think for a guy like Watson, who's still finding his way, someone like Bailey Ober would be like the worst guy to be facing.
Be easy to bunt off of.
This ball, check swing, little looper down the right field line. It's a foul ball, and the count is 1-2. It would be easy to bunt on him if he bunted, but I'm just thinking hard fastball, okay. These guys can all eventually catch up to a hard fastball, but a guy like Bailey with his arm angle and all the variety of off-speed pitches, that could tie in a knot.
But that's what I mean. It's easy to bunt off-speed stuff, and if you got speed like Watson does, I'm surprised nobody's in his ear in the Cleveland dugout about And maybe they are. Just not bunting.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Khalil Watson. Here it comes. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. There you go. 0 for 7 with 6 punch-outs in the series. And there are 2 away now for Arias. Well, Brawl in the Ballpark is coming off the top rope this Friday. The Twins are hosting the Angels. All Elite Wrestling is putting on a show post-game. Special ticket packages. You receive a Twins and AEW co-branded Luka Mask hat. Get your tickets at twins.com/brawl. High fly ball, deep center field, and that's off the top rope for a home run for Arias. Jumped on the first pitch, and he golfed it into the bullpen in center field. And Gabriel Arias with a home run to center field. He's now 5 for 10 career against Bailey Ober, and it's 1-0 Guardians.
Yeah, Chris, it looked like he had done his homework waiting to get this at bat. That's just a spinning breaking ball. Really didn't break much at all. That was over the heart of the plate.
I'm talking all series about how the Guardians don't hit home runs. Well, oops. They've now hit 13 home runs over their last 9 games plus today after hitting only 1 in their previous 7 games. Strike called on Schneemann, and the count is 0-1. So they have found their power stroke. 0-1 pitch. And this ball hit high in the air center field. Keyshaw has a beat on this one. Luke is under it, waiting for gravity to do its thing. He makes the catch. Inning is over. Solo home run to center field for Arias, giving Cleveland a 1-0 lead. We're back for the Twins answer next on your home for Twins baseball.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, Diamond Dry everywhere except where McKinstry needed it right here, and he loses his footing.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain.
With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I'll ever remember. Shot. Got a chance. Yeah, that looks like it would have been a home run, fellas.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Securian Financial Services, member FINRA.
This is the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
1-0 lead for Cleveland as Gavin Williams climbs the bump here in the second. He'll face Bell Lewis Roden. Williams turns, delivers, drops a breaking ball low. 1 ball, no strikes to Bell in the home whites. It's 1 ball, no strikes. As Cleveland looking to salvage a game in this 3-game series. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball in, 2-0. Danny, there's been a little Freaky Friday body exchange here in the series. The Guardians had 2 homers yesterday, 1 today. Hoskins homered in game 1. 4 homers in the series. Twins have not hit a home run in this series. And they're one of the top home run hitting clubs in the American League. Since hitting 6 home runs Saturday in New York, they've now gone 3 straight games without a home run.
Yeah, but, Chris, they've won 4 in a row.
That's the beauty
7
of it,
of 10. And you talk about Cleveland hitting home runs, they've lost 4 in a row.
2-1 fouled straight back, 2-2. And again, that's to Shelty's point, post-game last night and pre-game yesterday as well. Good teams win in different ways.
Yep.
And that's critical to be able to do that. 2-2 pitch to Bell. Breaking ball high. They're going to challenge it.
Catcher's challenging to call the ball.
So Patrick Bailey trying to strike out Bell, and I think he might just do it. That was right at the top of the zone. He got him.
Call's overturned. Pitch and strike. Cleveland has 2 remaining.
So Bell turned aside, and here's Royce Lewis, who is 2 for 15 against Gavin Williams and 0 for his last 7.
I think I'd be yelling at the catcher before I left to go back to the dugout.
Thanks for nothing. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Guardians. Lewis awaits and swings and fouls. Worth noting that the Guardians have now scored in 4 different innings in this series. They scored just the 1 inning in game 1, 2 different innings yesterday, the 4th and the 7th. The Twins have answered every one of those run-scoring top halves with runs in the bottom half of the same inning. Trying to make it 4 for 4 in the series. They matched 3 in the 4th yesterday. They matched 2 in the 7th yesterday and eventually won the game in the 9th. They matched and then surpassed the 1 run from the Hoskins homer in game 1. Ground ball foul. Borrego, third base coach, grabs it, and the count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Lewis, the hitter. A couple of big walks for Royce in this series. Forced in a run with a walk yesterday. They set up a way. He swings and chops it foul. And Bailey kind of pointing to the left-handed batter's box and telling Gavin Williams, get that breaking ball off the plate away. Royce Lewis will chase that pitch off the plate away. He left that too much of the plate. Royce fouled it off. 0-2. And that's off the plate away. A check swing, he didn't go. Bailey tagged him anyway. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So he did exactly what his catcher wanted to, and Royce was able to hold up. One nothing lead for Williams. He kicks high in the air and delivers. And that's off the plate with a fastball, and the count is 2-2. Again, staying away. I can't remember the last time Royce shot pitch on the inner half of the plate.
That scouting report, at least for now, that breaking ball away, fastball away.
2-2 pitch. Swung on a missed, and he struck him out. So 3 straight strikeouts for Williams. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification on your home for Twins baseball. Alan Roden is 0 for 5 in his career against Gavin Williams. He was the hero last night as he looks at a breaking ball for his strike 0-1. Drove in a 2-out run early in the ball game. Struck out with 2nd and 3rd. Chance to be a hero in the 8th inning. Came back and won it in the 9th. Pardon me, that was the 7th. He swings and misses here. Down and in with a breaking ball. It's quickly 0-2. Williams has it all working right now.
He's a little bit of a groove right now. He's got that breaking ball working. He's able to pitch ahead.
He's been ahead of everybody.
Yeah,
except Bell. 0-2. Another breaking ball he can't hold up, and down goes Roden, and he strikes out the side. 4 straight strikeouts for Gavin Williams. We've played 2. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Check in with John Vitas on your home for Twins baseball.
Pops one up left side. Griffin back on it. Now fighting the sun. Lays out and makes a sparkling diving catch.
How good was that?
Joe was great. Gave up just 3 hits, including an infield hit, 1 walk, 9 punch-outs, 107 pitches.
9 strikeouts for Ryan today and 7 shutout.
Cut to left field. Riley Green leaps through the air and makes a spectacular catch. Wow! Riley took about 3-4 steps and flew through the air with a backhand.
Kyle Karras gives the Rockies the lead with their first homer of the day. It's 7-6 Colorado.
Yuri Perez had himself a day on the mound for Miami. 7 perfect innings with 8 strikeouts.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Jeffers hit .375 with 2 homers in 5 rehab games and was one of the best hitting catchers in baseball before that hamate injury, Chris.
Well, one of the worst hitting catchers in baseball, Patrick Bailey, swings and misses feebly at the first pitch here from Bailey Ober. It's 0-1. Bailey, who is an exquisite defender, just has not figured it out at the plate. He pops this one up to center field. Keyshaw, who looks like a young Dan Gladden out there in center field, under it for the catch, and there's one away here in the top of the third.
Maybe the hair.
Maybe the hair.
Right?
That's what the scouting report says.
Dan Gladden hair. Draft him.
Stephen Kwan is the hitter. All the scouts are downstairs. They're gathered up in their pre-draft room. And Danny, it's one of my favorite time of year because getting a bunch of baseball scouts in a room is awesome. Just let them talk. First pitch to Kwan is in there for a strike.
You know, and some of the players they're looking at, yes, everybody kind of gives a thumbs up. Some scouts, maybe, no, not for me. You know, they always try to push the player that they've been scouting in their area.
Line drive center field again for Keyshaw. He makes this catch, 2 out. Well, I talked about Cade Smith last night. Here was this young raw kid from Canada, and a Twin scout stood up and pounded the table for him late in the draft coming out of high school. Twins drafted him. Now, they couldn't sign him. They couldn't lure him away from Hawaii. But obviously that scout saw something, right? Cade Smith now a dominant player, and I think as a scout, those are rewarding things to find not the guy who everyone thinks is the top 3 pick, but the guy that maybe not everybody has seen yet as a ball delivered to Travis Bazzana, who was the number 1 overall pick. 1-0 pitch. And that's a strike off speed 1-1.
I think it's one of the toughest things to do is be a scout because you're trying to project a young 18-year-old, a 21-year-old kid as to what you're seeing either in college or high school. What's he going to do at the big league level?
Pitch down 2-1. We see how hard it is to project success at AAA translating to the big leagues, much less from high school
and
or
don't
college.
forget, a lot of these are kids that, you know, when they're 26, 7, 8, start to turn into a man.
What is your body going to look like?
Exactly.
How are you going to fill out? What's your work ethic, your mindset? 2-1 is wide, 3-1.
You know, and most of the kids that are drafted, Chris, they're the best in their area. They're best in their school. Now all of a sudden they show up, sign a pro contract. They're down there in the minor leagues. Well, they're playing against the best of the best.
Yeah, how do you react to that?
Exactly.
3-1 is skied down the left field line. Larnick racing after one Oregon State Beaver, trying to retire another, and this one falls unattended and foul up against the wall. Full count 3-2.
But also it's a new journey.
Yep.
For a lot of these kids.
Exciting that on Saturday we'll be honoring the Twins Hall of Famers, including you, Danny. The greatest who've ever worn the Twins uniform or been part of the org. While downstairs they'll be drafting what they hope will be the next generation of great Twins. Bazzana lines this one to left center field. That'll find the grass and roll all the way up against the bullpen wall. Bazzana sprints into second base. Keyshaw up with it. Bazzana thinking briefly about 3. But Keyshaw, nice job hitting his cutoff man. And Bazzana with his second hit of the series. It's a ringing double to left center field. And Rocchio will bat.
You talked about he's got some speed. He made a nice turnaround first. Didn't give up. He was thinking 3. Ball's in front of him, so he makes that decision. And right about 5 feet to second, still running hard. Made a good turn, and then he saw the ball coming in. That Keyshaw got it back to the cutoff man.
Rocchio now the hitter. He homered yesterday as a left-handed batter. Pardon me, as a right-handed batter. He's batting left here. Ober looks back to Bazzana and delivers, and it's wide. Now, you talk to great scouts, and we've been fortunate to be around a bunch of them in the Twins organization. You go back to that Terry Ryan, Mike Radcliffe scouting tree. And they'll talk about how when you're scouting a high school kid, I want to talk to the person who has nothing invested in the kid's future success that just knows them in a tertiary fashion to find out what they're really like. What does the bus driver say about him? What is the coach of a different sport say about how they act in the school? And the depths they'll go to try to figure out the character of these kids. Great scouts, boy, they're true difference makers. Lifeblood of the sport. Bluff back towards second, and Bazana scurries in.
There's definitely a lot of background going in on that player like that. You want to talk to the family and friends, and like you said, high school coaches maybe, college coaches.
2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch swung on and fouled, and it's 2-1. You ask the family, they're going to tell you nothing but good things, right? Right. So that's why it's so important. Find somebody else. How does he treat, the barista where he gets his coffee every morning on his way to school? How does he act? How does he function in his physics class? It's so many levels. 2-1 pitch, swung on and popped up. Foul territory near third. Stay in play. Jackson and Lee take a look, but it's going to clear the dugout. Foul ball, and the count 2-2.
Physics class, he's absent all the time.
That might have cost you. That's why you didn't get drafted. And that's the other part, right? It's such a hard process that everybody misses.
Right.
Everybody misses. There are number 1 picks that haven't worked out. There are guys like you who were never drafted, who spent 10 years in the big leagues and win two rings. 2-2. Swung on and missed, and he ends up falling on his rump right at home plate. Boy, corkscrewed Rocchio right into a seated position. Strikeout number 3 for Bailey Ober. They strand Bazana at second. We played 2.5, 1-0 Cleveland on their home for Twins baseball.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Fundraise with the Twins. Special discounted tickets can earn up to $4 per ticket with no upfront costs. Visit twins.com for more information.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino is the exclusive casino partner of the Minnesota Twins. Explore more of the island with a relaxing getaway. Book your stay at ticasino.com. Luke Keeschall opened a book to stay on the base path. 6-game hitting streak, 1 shy of a season high. Been scoring a ton of runs lately. And he watches a first pitch fastball strike, and it's 0-1. Gavin Williams has fanned 4 consecutive Twins. 6 up, 6 down. Need to get the big fella into the stretch. Change his tempo. 0-1 pitch. Swung on a roll to the left side of the diamond. Arias scoops it up with those yellow shoes. Throws to first and gets a hustling Keeschall by half a step. So it's 7 up, 7 down. And the hitter is now Tristan Gray. Been a couple of days for Gray without any at-bats. He's 0 for his last 14. Gray likes to swing early, and he will chase. See if Gavin Williams goes to that good breaking ball down and into the lefty. He does, and he gets a strike with it, and the count is 0-1. Danny, when you're cruising like this, any way you can get the big fella into the stretch, that's where you can make a move.
That can change things.
0-1 is up and in, fastball.
And I talked about being able to bunt easier against a Bailey type. Not real hard. This guy, a little bit tougher.
And 98 around your
98,
eyes.
got the hard breaking ball, a little bit tougher.
1-1. Swung on and fought foul. That was a good fastball he came down and in with, and the count is 1-2.
Can't talk enough about, even though we won the first 2 games, the Cleveland Guardians have only used 5 starting pitchers all year.
Phenomenal.
And they're all pretty good.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2. We won't see the best one in this series. That's Messick. He's going to the All-Star game, just a rookie. He moves.
That's the lefty, right?
Works fast. Yeah, Burley-like.
Yeah. Yes. Good comp.
Kind of a shorter.
He might throw a little harder
guy
than Mark Burley, but
works quick. 1-2, swung on and missed. Another strikeout. Make it 0 for 15 now for Gray. 5 punch-outs. First time through the order for Gavin Williams and Alex Jackson. Be the next man to bat. 8 up and 8 down for Gavin Williams. Huge game in this series. Twins have already won the series, but a big game for both of these clubs. 2-game swing on the line in the division. First pitch to Jackson, a strike. If the Twins win and sweep, they pick up 3 games over the course of the series, and they're dead even now with Cleveland in the division, hot on the heels of the White Sox. If Cleveland wins, they stave off the sweep. They still give up just a single game of ground over the 3 games. As a strike called, it's 0-2. So again, there's a 2-game swing on the line here in the AL Central. 0-2 pitch. Jackson watches high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8 up, 8 down for Gavin Williams. Looking every bit the Cy Young contender he was early in the season. Before a rocky June, he's lost his last 5 starts. Breaking ball nubbed foul, first base side. 1-2 still to Jackson. Not an easy schedule for Cleveland heading into the All-Star break. They go from here to Miami to face the scorching hot Marlins. And then out of the break, they're at home. And their second series out of the break, it's going to be Pittsburgh first, and then it's going to be these Twins.
Mm-hmm.
Twins have the Angels here, then at the Cubs out of the break. 1-2, swung on and fouled. Skipped off the mask of Bailey, ended up all the way into the seats. Ball and 2 strikes.
Seen a lot of this with Gavin Williams. He'll get that pitch clock down to about 10 seconds, and he calls timeout and asks for a new baseball. Gives him a little bit more time.
Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, pulled foul. You know, Danny, we've seen that with really all the Cleveland starters.
Yes.
Cantillo was really slow. And yesterday we saw with Ciccone as well.
And I'm sure it comes from Carl Willis, their pitching coaches, too. Hey, guys, let's. They talk about that recovery rate, recovery time after you throw a pitch.
1-2. Foul tipped. Yeah, that's why.
I want to say Tampa was the ones that studied it, and they felt that it takes like 20 seconds, 25 seconds throwing a pitch for your arm to kind of recover a little bit.
David Price, Jake Odorizzi were the longest between pitches before the pitch clock, and it was due to that. As another foul ball here. 4th 2-strike foul ball. Jackson hanging in there, making Williams go deep into the well here. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Tried that pitch count a little bit. Williams has been dominant, 8 up, 8 down. The 1-2 is high. 2-2. I have to give Gavin Williams a ton of credit. Last year, again, breakout year, struck out a ton of guys, but he walked more guys than anybody in the American League, and he has nipped that in the bud. Curveball, pulled foul, broken bat up the third base line. And the at-bat will continue. This will be what are we up to now? An 11-pitch at-bat. Jackson will take his time, walk into the dugout well, grab a new stick. Didn't wait for the bat boy to bring it to him. Nice little ash top, black handle with a little mahogany wrap on it. Jackson wears those mint green batting gloves. 11th pitch of the at-bat pending here. 2 out, nobody on. Williams kicks and delivers. There's a hole in the new bat. Swing and miss in the end of the inning. 6 strikeouts, first time through the order for a dominant Gavin Williams. 9 up and 9 down against.
We have an animal on the field. Skunk City.
Oh, nobody is going near it. Look at that.
Killer skunk.
Going into the dugout. That'll empty that dugout in a hurry. Look at him go. And the cameraman. The cameraman to go.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
President Kirk Studebaker and Coordinated founder Jim Maricchio. Jim?
At Coordinated, we provide business technology and support, including managed IT, print, voice, and workflow solutions. Kirk?
Technology powers our solutions, and real people, not robots, deliver the support so your people can do their best work.
Coordinated Business Systems, extraordinary connections. To learn more, visit coordinated.com. That's coordinated.com.
You're listening to the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
Portia Twiz Baseball brought to you by United Healthcare. Committed to care? Learn more at UHC.com. 1-0 Guardians. We go to the 4th, and here's Danny.
Well, thank you, Chris. Good afternoon, everybody. The number 3 hitter, the DH, Chase DeLauder, flew out to center field his only at bat as Bailey delivers. Breaking ball stays outside, ball 1. Since coming off the IL, this guy's been one of the hotter hitters. He's 15 for his last 16 games. He pops this one up as Lee going to give chase near the tarp and has room. And leaps up and then belly flops right on top of the tarp. So DeLauder's going to head back to the dugout. But he has hit safely in 15 of his last 16 games. With 10 RBIs, pops up here. Good job by Bailey Ober.
Great job by Brooks not giving up on that one. And found a nice landing spot on that tarp.
And Zardo bats. He's 0 for his last 9, 5 punch-outs. Pulled down the right field line. That's going to go foul. And Zardo, 10 home runs, 29 driven in. He's at first base here this afternoon. 83 ball games. Average not good right now. 219. Bailey over. And this will be his 50th pitch. Check swing on a bender. They appeal. He did not go around. He's fighting it a little bit right now. 6 for his last 46. This one missed down and in. 1-0 Guardians on a solo home run by Gabriel Arias. Bailey with 3 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody, and a swing and a miss there. Thirteen strikeouts for the Guardians last night. Ton of walks in that ball game, both teams. No walks here this afternoon, and a swing and a miss, and he staggers out of the batter's box and heads back. 4 strikeout for Bailey, and now 2 out, bases empty. That'll get Khalil Watson to bat. He is now 0 for his last 8. I got him with 7 strikeouts. He's going to find some bench. Can run, won't bunt. There's a one-hopper right to Lewis. He'll take it himself, and nice little 3-up, 3-down inning for Bailey Ober. 1-0 Guardians through 3.5 on your home for Twins baseball.
If you're feeling crabby, check out some of these wild and weird moments from around the league.
Since going to tag out Bowers, who had the crab crawl back toward first base.
Is this 1-1-1-3 on the putout?
Of course, catching it is one thing.
Whoa!
Go through the 5-hole?
Yeah, it sure did.
Now that's what you call really struggling.
Now let's see some animal instincts on display in the field.
Nico! Behind the back, what a play!
Get a load of this.
Say hey, Austin Martin right. He made an incredible catch!
And a liner caught by a leaping Bobby Witt Jr.
No question about that one.
Robles over, goes to a dive, and makes a tremendous catch.
Oh, I didn't give him a shot off the bat to come down to that baseball. Oh, highlight reel stuff from David Hamilton.
How about that?
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "This is meant, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
United States and the Ad Council.
Trevor Larnach will lead off for the Twins here in the top half of the 4th inning. 1-0 Guardians. Larnach scorched it first time up right to the second baseman. Twins do not have a base runner, do not have a hit. As Williams delivers up and away, ball 1. Gavin Williams, 9-4 on the year, 106 in the 3rd innings pitched with 123 punch-outs. And right back, missed inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Just watching Gavin Williams, the power that he has. He's a big kid, thick legs, thick body, and he has good rhythm. He rotates well. Good little leg kick, drops a 2-0 breaking ball in there and called a strike.
When I see his frame, Danny, and his motions, how he moves, he reminds me of Zebby.
A little bit.
Yeah, both from North Carolina, both big, broad-shouldered.
Pulled down the right field line. That's going to be foul. What I've noticed is he's got the leg kick. Normally, guys don't lift that leg up. He actually gets his knee up, belt, and then lifts the foot up pretty high. But then he drops down. Old Tom Seaver.
Drop and drive.
Drop and drive. And that's where he gets his power, because he drops down and then he pushes with that back leg toward home plate. Breaking ball, and that's over the plate. Bailey didn't ask to review that. That was low. But he just looks dominating. Swung on and missed as Larnach strikes out. That is 7 punch-outs for Gavin Williams. His season high is 11, career high is 12.
And Larnach has gotten him to do a full count in both at-bats, but he has succumbed in both at-bats. Remember, he scalded that ball to second base, and then he struck out there.
Brooks Lee, he grounded out the second baseman also. 3 for 10, couple ribbies in this series. Breaking ball down and in the dirt. You know, even the break, everything seems to come out of Gavin Williams' hand just free and easy. It's not like there's a max effort. Came back with a curveball, lifted into left field. Quan back on the warning track in front of the fence. He'll put that one away. 2 down on a fly ball out to the left. And here's Cody Clemens to bat. 16 home runs. He's sitting on 49 career home runs. Get that 50th right here and tie this ball game up 1-1. Cody struck out his first time up.
Williams has given up 16, and you expect a few when you throw hard, you throw a lot of strikes.
Missed on a breaking ball down and in. And he was pretty efficient in the third inning where he was able to get strike one, strike two. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's 1-1. Breaking ball in the corner. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Efficient with the breaking ball. He throws the hard slider down and in, trying to get you to chase. Some of the guys, especially the left-handed hitters, rode and chased it. Cody calls timeout briefly and now makes his way back into the batter's box. Williams ahead 1-2. Laid off a fastball high. Gavin last year, he was 12-5 for the Guardians. He had 31 starts, really established himself. Check swing and held up, didn't go. A 3 ball, 2 strike count. 31 starts. Chris touched on it, led the league in walks with 83. And a payoff pitch, curveball tap foul. Boy, power arm. And you're able to kind of throw that big looping curveball and throw it for a strike. Cody out in front. And a 3-2. Hit in the air, right field. Watson back, and he'll put that one away. Sound a little hollow. But another 3-up, 3-down inning for Gavin Williams and the Guardians.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
In this game, you've got to keep your eye on the ball, but it's harder than it looks.
A little league error there gives Jackson an extra 90 feet.
The action has defied all prediction.
And, he tried to put it back in the glove. Oh, that's a great move.
What just happened? You can never be sure of anything in this strange game of baseball.
I think he hit the pole that hole, the netting.
And speaking of strange things,
Geraldo Perdomo darts out of the dugout, cuts off Mr. Red and Rosie Red.
Curveball got away.
wow.
But that pitcher takes his eye off the ball.
From flubs to flair, let's check out some fine fielding affairs.
He did it again!
Junior dives like Superman.
Oh! Robbed by Marcy in center!
Going, man, you're gone.
Gone to the warning track, makes the over-the-shoulder grab.
Nunez from the shortstop side of the bag. Pops up and throws out Bobby Witt. To the left center, Jake Myers! What a catch!
How about that?
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Yeah, Braves knocked Keller out after 3 innings. Pirates battling back, though. Homers from Brian Reynolds and Esmeralyn Valdez. 6-4 Braves in the 6th, guys.
Well, here it's 1-0 Guardians as we enter the top half of the 5th inning. Here's the difference maker. Gabriel Arias homered. And a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. That was a nice slow sweeper right there at 76, way out in front. Arias, third baseman, was the shortstop for the Guardians. And this one missed outside on a slow curve. Bailey Ober making his 13th start. He's 6-3. 5 of those wins are right here at Target Field. There's a pitch down and in, laid off. 2 balls and a strike. 2.79 ERA in 7 starts. Pitched well here at home. Trailing 1-0. And that missed outside on a changeup. 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff guy here in the top half of the 5th inning. There he is, going to adjust his batting gloves and now walk back in. Here's Ober's 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Again, off speed. And that's been the diet here this afternoon for Bailey Ober against the Guardians. Change-ups, breaking balls. And he stays with it and strikes him out. Slow sweeper. That one's 74. That's just the 5th strikeout for Bailey Ober. And now here's Daniel Schneemann. He's 0 for 8. He is just now 2 for 18 in the month of July. 6 homers, 28 driven in. Curve pulled foul. Schneemann, the name in German is snowman. You're shaking your head like, yeah, you knew that.
No, it sounds good. I like it.
Schneemann, the snowman. Missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield straight away. Keyshaw fairly deep. 1-1. Hit into right center field. That's trouble. Roden's going to have to go track that one down. Schneemann around first. Into second base, and he's going to pull up there. So a 1-out double. And he's in scoring position for Patrick Bailey.
3 hits today, all extra bases. The home run for Arias and then doubles for Bazana, who was stranded by Rocchio, strikeout, and now Schneemann. And we'll see what they try and do with Bailey, Danny, because what they've been doing hasn't been working.
He's one of those guys came over from the Giants in the trade, and he was one of their top prospects in the Giants. They had a lot of potential for him, and his bat just kind of he vacated from him. Change up, called a strike on the outside corner.
Hitting a .179. His OPS is .482. He strikes out a bunch. He doesn't really walk. You wonder if at some point they'll have him not switch hit. Maybe just try to focus in on one side.
One way, yeah. Takes this one down in the dirt.
Because his glove and his arm and his brain, they all play behind the plate. I mean, he is phenomenal as a defensive weapon. And if he could just become a guy that could walk into 10 home runs and, move runners, that would be added value.
Bats here with 1 out, runner at second base. Guardians trying to add on to their 1-0 lead. And watches this one over the plate low, and now they're going to challenge it.
Lost Ryan Blakeney's mic there.
And he got the call.
Calls a return, pitch and strike. Minnesota has 1 remaining.
Now, Bailey, another guy, Danny, that the Twins drafted out of high school. That was in the 37th round. It was a late draft. That round doesn't exist anymore. And he went on to North Carolina State, had a nice college career there.
Bats here 1-2. Good lead at second. And popped up. Should be playable Lee at third. Waiting for it. And now one hands it, puts that away. So Bailey on a changeup, pops it up to the infield. 2 down. Here's a tough out here in Quan, even though hitting 9th in this lineup, used to be a top of the order type guy. Average down, 221. Still plays. 1 home run, 14 driven in. Hit a couple of balls to Brooks Lee on the line the other night. Watches that one go by. Strike 1. Quan, when he gets in the batter's box, his feet are almost touching each other. Just about 2 or 3 inches spread out. Got a little bit of a leg kick and a stride. And fouls it off left side. Weren't you saying that he grades out as one of the slowest bat speeds
he has
in the league?
The slowest bat speed recorded in the league currently and since StatCast started. Because there are guys who get tons of hits with low bat speed, but his is below that even.
He doesn't pull too often. He likes to go the other way, just slap it in a whole 0-2. Pitch down and in on a changeup.
He was trying to pull a little more last year. He said he was willing to swing and miss, and he added some power. But he has lost bat speed from a year ago. Not like he had Aaron Judge bat speed anyway, but he's lost bat speed and he's lost foot speed.
Bailey out of the stretch. Long pause, still looking at the runner at second, and now delivers. It's high, rare fastball. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes, both bullpens quiet. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Bailey, 5 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. And missed down and in. So 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Don't want to walk this guy.
Manzana due up next. He's on the on-deck circle. He has one of the 2 hits. That was a double. As Quan bats. Ober delivers. Fouled off down the left field line. Twins now have activated their bullpen.
Mr.
Left-hander,
Rojas.
I think it's Kendry Rojas. And we had heard that might have been the game plan here today with Bailey Ober throwing a 73rd pitch, and he walked him. First walk issued by Bailey here this afternoon. Puts 2 on. And we'll get a meeting out on the mound. Give some Rojas, I think, just a little bit more time to get loose. Hey, bring Twins baseball along for every summer adventure. First 5,000 fans this Sunday, you're going to receive a Twins-branded Canvas Beach tote bag. It is presented by Lee County. Perfect for game days, lake days, and everything in between. Get your tickets today. Twins.com/tickets.
Danny, I think they'd love to see Bailey get out of this inning here with Bazana. I don't think you want to bring Rojas, who's been on the IL, back into a crowded situation on the bases. If he has a weakness here, it's command, right? He can get a little wild. So you don't want to bring Rojas into a spot where a walk is going to put a guy either back in the dugout with a run scored or second or third base. So the trust here is have Bailey get out of the inning, then you got this string of left-handers next half inning and force Stephen Vogt to see what he wants to do platoon-wise.
Well, be careful here early.
I agree. I think Bazana is hunting something.
Yes.
He's seen a ton of pitches, Danny. He's seen already 13 pitches in 2 at-bats.
He spreads out in that batter's box, waves that bat around over his head. And here's the first pitch. Fouled down the left field line.
Nice call.
Went to the breaking ball. Well, there's just certain guys, even as young as he is, to kind of just read his body language, what he's trying to do, know him. He's looking to drive runs in. Bailey holds the glove near the belt and missed on a changeup outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Manzana could be a guy someday. He's got some power. You might be able to see him slide down a little bit more in that lineup, be more the RBI guy. Bailey sets 1-1. Pulled down the right field line. Dive stop by Lewis. Gets up, flips to Bailey, and makes the play. What a defensive play by Royce Lewis. Dove, fielded it in foul territory, got up Bailey over there to cover the bag. They leave 2. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Guardians. On your home for Twins baseball. Hi, this is Danny Gladden, and Mesh, Besher, and Spence remind you that this copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins. Hurt on the job or in an accident? Put the state's most experienced ace in your corner. They're local, trusted, and they fight to win. Because the lawyer you choose makes a difference. Call Mesh, Besher, and Spence, the Minnesota lawyers Minnesotans trust.
Whether you're cheering for the Twins or caring for your land, we know that you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling. Our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers. Visit Johnson Tractor in Wisconsin.
The Twins are a team. They work together to win. Great River Energy and its member-owner cooperatives work together as a team, too, by serving more than half of Minnesota with reliable, affordable energy in a sustainable manner. Together, we power what's possible. Learn more at GreatRiverEnergy.com.
Target Field has a lineup stacked with deals. Leading off, Tuesday is $1 a Dog Day. Kick your weekend into gear with Friday pregame happy hour. Fridays and Saturdays feature pregame $2 beers or every home game if you're a My Twins member. Sundays bring the 3 most magical words kids can hear: free ice cream. And don't forget the value stands throughout the ballpark. That's an all-star lineup that delivers deals all season long. Because when it comes to ballpark value, there's no place like here. Get your tickets at twins.com.
This is the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
Josh Bell leads off. First pitch from Gavin Williams outside, ball 1. Bell struck out looking. His first time up. It was a challenge that was striking, and Bell challenged it. Curve in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss. Chase down and in. 1-2. Last 5 outings for Gavin Williams. He's got 1 loss and 4 no decisions. But with that being said, he is still pitching lights out. Swung on and missed. Whew. That's a swing and get my foot out of the way. Strikeout number 8. And that'll get Royce Lewis to the plate. Royce with a nice play to end that top of the 5th inning. That ball gets by him. There's a chance 2-run score. Schneeman for sure, and you had Kwan runs fairly well, and that ball was ticketed down to the right field line. Shows bunt, and he pops it up, and that's going to go foul.
I don't mind that.
Popped it up, and it had so much spin on it when it hit about 2 feet fair, it just checked out foul.
And when it landed, if it hadn't spun out, it would have been a base hit, even though it wasn't necessarily pretty. But the way Williams has been just mowing through guys, Danny, I don't mind that at all, trying to figure out a way to get him in the stretch somehow, some way.
You've got a no-hitter, and it's a 1-0 game, so we're trying to break it up. So I don't
all
think
on the table. All on the table.
It's nothing to be upset with, and somebody trying to bunt down by 1. He shows bunt, and he pops it up again. And now he's going to be mad.
Yeah, the first one was a sweeper, and he popped it up. And that second one was a sweeper as well, but it was up. And you always say that if you're a pitcher and you know a guy wants to bunt, throw it up and in.
That's a tough one. The tendency to do just that, pop it up, a ball up. Now they're going to set up away. Here comes the slider. Little blooper out into shallow right center field, and that ball's going to land for a base hit. So he went to the breaking ball off the end of the bat and doinked it into right field. Twins have a base runner. First hit. And what'd you say? Let's get Gavin Williams in the stretch, see if things change.
No, anything's better than the way he's been going from the windup now. I think he's pretty good in the stretch too, but let's at least give him a different look, something else to think about. Nice job by Royce. Got himself in a hole, and then he climbed out of it.
And Royce 6 stolen bases, so he might be running. Breaking ball to Roden, and he lays off. Roden struck out swinging his first time up. Went 2 for 5 in his debut last night.
Now, Bailey really good against the running game, but Williams throws so many breaking balls and spins it so often. Maybe that's an edge.
There's a breaking ball, and boy, Bailey took the ball and started to go to his helmet and then stopped.
Just low, so he made a good decision.
Yeah, Roden, good low ball hitter.
The rare 2-0 count for Williams.
And a quick throw over to first, dive back by Lewis. Pretty quick move by Williams over there. He's got quick feet.
Yeah, big guy with good feet. He's really, Danny, the total package as a starting pitcher.
Not running. Swung on a miss. There's the breaking ball. Well, we were talking with Corey. We were in Houston. He wanted me to call him the total package in reference to Mike Smithson, former Twins pitcher.
Yep.
Breaking ball, that's low.
You could not find two more dissimilar body styles than Mike Smithson and Corey Probst.
You know, and I got Mike Smithson's phone number because I wanted to call him and let him know that you're still the total package, but this is my partner here. Anything but. 3-1 pitch. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's four.
That's ball four. Roden's still in the box.
Still in the batter's box.
That's 4 balls.
Unless... No, he says it's 3-2 now. He must have called that other pitch a strike.
The one that Bailey was starting to challenge?
Yes.
Boy, nobody caught that. How about that's a big swing there.
Runner goes, and the pitch is taken. Throw down to second. It's not going to matter. It's a walk. Here we go. Base hit, walk. Keyshaw bats.
Got to get him in that stretch. It can change everything. And Keyshaw, the guy you want up there right now, he's been fighting everything off. He scored 7 runs in his last 6 games, and he's reached safely in 11 of 20 plate appearances.
Keyshaw last time up, grounded out to the third baseman, hit it hard. Riding a little 6-game hitting streak.
Bazan and Lewis at second base stand here chatting. Those are 2 number 1 overall picks. That's a pretty small club, so you get a chance to meet up, share some experiences.
Fans are taken to Keyshaw.
What's not to like?
Keyshaw bats, has a chance to tie this game up. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch, and I think it hit him. It did. So that's going to load him up.
Is there a third Grand Slam looming for Tristan Gray?
He's already has 2 this year.
Yeah, Gray's been in a funk, Danny. Maybe this is what he needs to snap out of it. He's over his last 15. But he has 5 hits, including 2 home runs with the bases loaded this year. He's slugging over 1,000 with the bags full.
Got him in the bottom hand, or the top hand, in the wrist area. Line drive, base hit into right field. That's going to tie it up. They're going to hold up the runner, Lewis, at second, as Watson continues to miss cutoff man and throw it way up the line. So Lewis scores the tying run. Roden ends up at third. Keyshaw at second.
I feel great.
The Twins.
Feel great for Tristan Gray. 0 for 15, Danny. A lot of swing and miss. He was sitting on that curveball. That curveball tied him up the first go around. He was sitting on it, and he roped it to right field.
Infield was in. Manzana, he made a good effort for it, but that ball was hit so hard. Right by him. And Carl Willis, pitching coach, out to talk to his pitcher.
This little offensive rally, in so many ways, take it back to the defensive play Royce Lewis made to get off the field with a goose egg. And now you come back. Royce tries to bunt, can't get it down, goes 0-2 and bloops one in. Next thing you know, walk, hit batter. Gray capitalizes. Now with one swing of the bat, you got a chance to make Bailey Ober a winning pitcher today.
It's going to be Alex Jackson. Remember his at bat. He fouled he said 9-10 pitch at bat. Ended up striking out. Infield still in, bases juiced. Fouled off right side. Good cut. Boy, I like it. Tristan Gray came out ambush, and now Jackson jumping on that first pitch. Twins have tied it up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Williams sets, high leg kick delivers. Popped up behind home plate. And now on the hole, no balls and 2 strikes.
Remember, Cleveland's bullpen really taxed yesterday. Trouble throwing strikes. They lost Tim Herron to the injured list when he took that liner off the arm. Cody Hoyer has replaced him.
In the hole's Jackson. Fouled back. Had a pretty good pitch there to hit. Larnick in the on-deck circle. Roden at third. You've got Keyshaw hit by a pitch at second. Tristan Gray, RBI single, is at first. 0-2. Missed outside. Good fastball. Still got the velo at 99. Twins are getting the pitch count up on him. He's at 80 now. Jackson, slide open stance. And Williams delivers. Fouled off again right side. In the series versus Cleveland, it's sponsored by Orville Redenbacher. Perfect for a movie night, game day, or anything you need quick. Satisfying snack. Make it simple. Make it delicious. Make it Orville Redenbacher. Available now at Cub. Little slow tapper to the shortstop. Play at the plate is out. Force out. Throw down to first. Not in time. Just a little one hopper to the shortstop, Riccio. He came home. And then the throw back by Bailey to first base. Not in time.
Credit Jackson for the good hustle legging that one out. Stephen Vogt now wants to know, with home plate umpire Ryan Blakeney, I wonder if there's something about being in the way of the throw or something along those lines. Was he in the baselines? But Blakeney shuts that down pretty quickly.
I'm not sure if there was anything there that was even close at home. It'll be up to Trevor Larnick with 2 down. Trevor 0 for 2. As Williams sets, delivers. Fastball that's in there for a strike. Opposing hitters, 3rd time through the lineup. Facing Williams, just a 184 average. Base hit, left field will play good. And fouled off left side. And the hole, no balls with 2 strikes.
Well, Larnick's seen a ton of pitches. He went full in the first and scorched one to second. He went full and struck out in the 4th. He's 0 for his last 7 after reaching in 6 of 7 plate appearances.
Back in the box, ready to hit. Larnick with a no ball, 2 strike count. Breaking ball, strike 3, delayed call.
He wants
too late, Larnick.
Too late?
Yeah, couldn't get his helmet quick enough, but Twins will tie it up. On a couple of hits, they leave him loaded. A new score through 5. It's all knotted up. 1-1 on your home for Twins baseball.
Riley Green looking to add on and maybe take a lead.
Riley Green, fly ball, right center field. This one's deep. Watch it fly. Gone. How about it? Riley Green's first of the postseason delivers a 4-3 lead for the Tigers in the 6th.
Wow, just stayed on that breaking ball. Man, did he hammer that thing. That was 3/4 of the way up those seats out there in right center field.
You could see a lot of different characters at the ballpark, and this week brought out some of the best.
I just hope that whatever was going on with that hot dog, that dog now owned that hot dog. I have not seen a cup on the bottom of a spike.
This is more of a hand grenade than it was a throw toward second.
Osuna hits one into the cone.
So look up and look out.
That bat exploded, and the Mariners have him loaded up.
Florida man's a real thing, Dwayne.
Tarps off. Freebird time at Busch.
Fantastic entertainment.
Hats off and shirts off for the top defensive plays of the week.
Towards the side rail, he crashes into the wall, and he made the catch!
Another stop by Peraza, throw from his back, and he got it!
Now, look if you dare, I shall not drop the ball.
Church is gonna make a diving catch!
Holy smokes, what a catch by Julio Rodriguez.
Into the dugout, flips into the dugout. Did he hold on? He did.
How about that?
That's going to be Kendry Rojas, left-hander. Bailey Over's afternoon is done. He'll face shortstop Riccio for the Guardians. He is 0 for 2 strikeouts. He shows bunt. Pulls it back, and it's in there for a strike. Rojas just recalled today from AAA St. Paul. It's his third stint with the Twins this year. Hard-throwing left-hander. Missed inside. Little slider. Missed 15 days on the IL. Had that left elbow inflammation. And 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. Now ahead 1-2. Bailey Ober, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. 1 run came on a 2-out home run by Arias. Had 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And a 1-2. Down and in.
Rocchio 2 for 2 against Rojas. Danny Rojas has 1 big league win, and it came against the Guardians. They used Morris as an opener back on May 10th, and Rojas went 3 1/3. The only run he gave up was scored by Rocchio, who was plated on a Jose Ramirez base hit.
Trying to get the first out. 2-2 pitch. Wow, in the dirt. Well, one thing about Rojas, the stuff is lively out of his arm. He's got a 1.65 ERA. 16 1/3 innings. Here's the blemish. He's got 13 walks. So he's pitching with base runners on. Strike 3 looking, boy. Riccio going to swing the bat. So Rojas gets that first out here in the top of the 6th. DeLotter will bat. He's tough on right-handers. He's tough on left-handers.
He doubled off Rojas at Progressive Field. And he has proven to be a tough out for everybody.
Lifts this one down the left field line. That's foul.
Would you say that Kendry Rojas is effectively wild as a hitter? Just because you're not sure where that live stuff is going?
I think he pitched down and in the dirt, kind of stumbled on the mound there, but effectively wild. Somebody that throws in the upper 90s and is wild, those are the ones that give you the uncomfortable at bat.
So you're not in fear of him, but just because there's no way to know where the ball's going, maybe that makes for an odd at bat.
Pitch down, and now 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, if he's like I said, if he's 98, 99 and he's wild, I think you're a little hesitant. Count is 2 balls and a strike with 1 out. Hit well into right field, and Rhoden's going to turn around, and the Guardians are back on top, 2-1. He hits left-handers better than right-handers.
I think when it's all said and done, he's going to hit them all. 9th home run for DeLotter, and again, the Guardians have out-homered the Twins 5-0 in this series.
And you had talked earlier about coming into this game. They had hit 12 home runs the last 9 games. They got 14 home runs in the last 10 games. And DeLotter, his 9th of the year. And now here is Manzardo. He's got power.
First home run that Rojas has given up.
And that one's over the plate but low. Two runs, 4 hits for the Guardians, 2 of them home runs. 1 run, just 2 hits for the Twins. Missed outside and low. And again, helped out. We saw it in last night's ball game From the 7th inning on, ton of walks. There was 5 walks in that 7th inning. Twins came in with just 2 runs. And that one's down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Got a base hit, Royce Lewis, little bleeder. Roden walked. And then Keyshaw got hit by a pitch. Tristan Gray hit it into right field. They tied it up 1-1. Rojas 3-0 on the way to the left-handed hitting. And there's a strike call. Rojas able to give you a little bit of length. And that one missed inside. They're a challenge.
Catch a challenge and call a ball.
Going to be a good challenge.
Calls overturn, pitches a strike. Minnesota has 2 remaining.
Lefty Rojas, 3-2, way outside. So 1-out walk, and that'll get Khalil Watson to the plate, but I think they're going to pull him back. I think it's going to be David Fry who will hit in this situation and stay in the ballgame. Let's pause 10 seconds, allow our stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Twins Baseball. David Fry looking to get a hit here. So runner at first. Manzardo, he does not run at all. And a poor swing by Fry. Went around, tried to hold up. Fry, 205 average in 62 ball games. He's walked into 6 home runs. Oh, good changeup. Didn't get the call. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Use Fry a lot as a pinch hitter. He's 18 pinch hits. He has 2 hits, swung on and missed. 45 strikeouts for Fry in 127 at-bats. That's high. Does walk. Rojas shaking off his catcher Jackson and now nods his head. And a 1-2 down and in. When Rojas misses, he misses badly. It's not like he's just off the plate a little bit, but he's bouncing him in the dirt. And that one's high. Jackson had to reach up.
3 of 4 batters now, full count from Rojas. So that's kind of been the Kendry Rojas experience early in his career. Trying to polish that stone up a little bit.
And here it is. Pulled down the left field line. That's well foul. Like I said, Rojas called up AAA today. 3rd stint. He appeared in 2 ball games, 1 start for the Saints. 5 2/3 innings, and here he is in the big leagues again. Just 1 out. And Zardo at first, not running. Swung on a foul tip and struck him out. Nice job. Hung on by Jackson.
It has been a 3 true outcome inning for Rojas, hasn't it? 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a dinger so far. See if he can handle Arias and get his boys to the bat rack.
Well, Arias, a guy strikes out a lot too. Also, he can put the ball in the seats. He did that in the 2nd inning. It was 5th of the year. Lefty delivers, and that's right down the heart of the plate for a strike. Arias, just 5 walks and 80 at-bats, 35 punch-outs. Right guy here to get that third out. And a swing and a miss.
Good changeup that time from Rojas.
Yeah, he presented it well. It was well out of the strike zone, but
that's what made it good.
when you got Arias that's going to chase. Lefty rocks, delivers. Fastball missed outside, and they're going to challenge this one.
Catcher challenging to call the ball.
Jackson's already up. He's standing. He's kind of walking toward the.
Call is confirmed. Minnesota is out of challenges.
When you're out of challenges like that, close ball game, it can hurt. Now that umpire, he could go ahead and, I'm not saying on purpose, but maybe miss some calls outside. You have no recourse. 1-2. Tapper at home plate, foul. Arias, when he first came up, he looked like he was going to be a star player. Runs well, power. He was down at AAA 10 games on a rehab assignment this year. Tap foul again at home plate. Guardians up 2-1 here. The solo homer. DeLauder with 1 out here. And Zardo, the runner at first, reached on a walk. Missed down and in. That's the slider. Twins bullpen quiet. Guardians bullpen quiet. And a 2-2. Swung on and missed. Got him. 3 strikeouts in the inning, but gives up the home run and leaves one on. New score after 5.5. The Guardians 2, Twins 1.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started to cook with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother, so that's what Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
2 up and 2 down. Here's Matt Olson. Olson swings and clubs one. High in the air to deep center field. Streaking way back to the wall and off the wall. That's a home run above the yellow line. Matt Olson gets us going with a homer to the deepest part of the yard. What a shot. Way up in the air to straightaway center, and it's 1-0 Braves.
That's got to feel good for Matt Olson, getting that goose egg out of his home run column, and there was no question that one was leaving the yard. That was absolutely crushed.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Have a winning season with Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest. Quick Trip and Mars Rally, proud partners of Twins baseball.
You're listening to the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
Here come the Twins. Bottom of the 6th inning, down 2-1. Gavin Williams, he's given up a couple of hits. That's it. Strikeouts. He struck out 9, and he drops a breaking ball to Brooks Lee in there, strike 1. Brooks 0 for 2, ground out and a fly out. The ball left to the warning track. And fouls this one down the left field line. And quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. We can head on down to the farm. How about that minor league update? Yesterday, Cedar Rapids Colonels beat the South Bend Cubs 3-2. Outfielder prospect Yasier Mercedes, he delivered a game-winning 2-run home run in the 8th inning. 21-year-old now has 12 homers, 34 steals this year. 0-2, breaking ball. Weak ground ball, first base. Fielded, underhand flip to the pitcher. Covering first, and Lee out number 1. That'll get Cody Clemens to the plate. Cody, 49 home runs. He's hit 16 this year. He's one more for a career 50. Cody playing in his 14th game at second base, fouls it off.
9 strikeouts so far for Gavin Williams. The only 3 starters the Twins have seen this year who have fanned double figures. Nolan McLean of the Mets, Mackenzie Gore of the Rangers, Braxton Ashcraft of the Pirates.
Watches this one go by in the inside corner. Now no balls and 2 strikes.
Twins have won 2 of those 3 games.
90 pitches stirring in the Guardians bullpen. And a swing and a miss. Cody strikes out on 3 pitches.
Yeah, and there he joins the club. That's the 4th guy to do it, and let's see if he can be the 3rd guy to take the L. Ashcraft, the only one who got the win. Twins ended up beating the Mets and beating the Rangers.
That was an elevated fastball. Had some hair on it. Bell, he struck out his last time up. And watches that one go by for a strike.
He starts him with a heater, Danny, but it's been that breaking ball down and in that has been Bell's kryptonite against Gavin Williams.
He's got 2 punch-outs of the 10. Lifted down the left field line. Quan, long run. Quan still tracking, and makes the running catch in foul territory. Boy, at the last minute, just put his glove out and caught it around his ankle.
Nice. Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove, and then so Ozzie's walking out saying, hang on, what's falling out of my glove? Hold on. What? And I'm telling you, I mean, he's got almost half the infield in there.
And he's going to just get Bowers into a crab walk backwards and eventually tag him out. And Bowers began to do the crab walk like he was in PE in first grade.
I don't see that often. You got to have fun on the baseball field, right?
Pete fouls one off right over toward Craig Alpernez in the dugout. That was on the ground. He's had enough.
It's like there's a magnet over there.
He has seen enough.
He's going to get a glove. He's going to get his catcher's mitt.
It's about time, Albie.
That ball got into the upper deck, and then it ended back up on the playing field. Oh, no.
Not happy.
David Peterson on to pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat, which hits the netting and stays right there. How about that?
Wow. Not Charlotte's, but Citi Fields Webb.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We've got the most of everything you need for your backyard baseball barbecues. Brats? Got it. Burgers? Check. Peanuts? Popcorn? Say less. However you do game day, we're here for it at Target and Target.com.
Hey Twins Territory, Justin Morneau here. If you're looking to get away and play, Madden's offers 4 outstanding courses in 1 lakeside destination. It's golf at its best, all in one place. Visit Maddens.com. Use promo code TWINS to save 10% on your vacation.
You're listening to the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
Hey, Twins Hall of Fame weekend is happening this Saturday. I'd like you to celebrate Twins broadcaster Dick Bramer. His 40 years on the air. Get your tickets at twins.com/tickets and come out and celebrate with Dick. Get you ready. Here's Chris Atterbury.
Kendrick Rojas didn't have time to catch his breath very long in the dugout, but he begins the half inning with his swinging strike to Daniel Schneemann. Home run, a walk, and 3 punch-outs in the top of the 6th inning for Rojas, who unwinds to the plate and back up the middle. Fielded nicely by Rojas, and he flips underhand to first for the out. Nice job. And I know that somewhere in the building right now is the greatest fielding left-handed pitcher that baseball has ever known, Mr. Jim Cott, and he would be appreciative of that play. You and I ran into Kitty this morning.
Yeah, 16 consecutive Gold Gloves.
My favorite thing about Kitty, and I love the man for a lot of different reasons, is that he still uses your real nickname when he sees you.
Wrench.
He dropped a wrench on you just as natural as the day is long. It's a pitch wide to Patrick Bailey, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, different eras. I had San Francisco as a young player. I was known as a Cupertino kid.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You come over here, you get a new name. And then later, they dropped the Dazzle Man on me.
Still carrying that one. The 1-0 is high, and the count 2-0. God bless Nick Punto. Every time we had him on postgame, he made sure to drop a dazzle on you. Dazzling Dan Gladden. 2 balls and no strikes. Rojas readies and fires, and this one popped away foul. Wrench came from Herbeck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And was it because he said you looked like a guy who just slid out from under a car with a wrench in his hand?
Yeah, he said I was always dirty. You look like you.
2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Drop that low. 3-1. Three and 1 to Bailey. Caught among many luminaries in for Hall of Fame weekend. Going to be a great time. 3-1 pitch is down and in, and there it is again, the walk, which is something that Rojas continues to fight. And it's one thing to walk a guy. You know he's going to walk batters, Danny, but you can't walk Patrick Bailey because Bailey's a walking out. He's hitting a $170 on the year.
I'm going to go back to Gardy used to like to walk Frank Thomas because you'd need 3 singles to score him. Bailey's going to clog the bases up.
Here's Quan. Quan 0 for 2 against Rojas with a couple of strikeouts as he takes a ball, and Quan is not a guy who strikes out very often. 1 ball and no strikes. Bailey's at first.
I like Lee in the grass, and this is just a little pepper game between Quan and Lee at third.
Throw over to first base. Bailey is literally standing on the bag. He's looking at Kendry Rojas like, have you read my scouting report? Top of the 7th inning, another nail-biter between the Twins and the Guardians. What else is new? Twins have taken the first 2, both tight, well-contested games. Here's the pitch, and that's low. It's 2-0. Twins took a 3-1 victory, and then last night the walk-off 6-5 win. They've won 4 straight over Cleveland. They've won 7 of their last 8 series. They're looking for their 4th sweep of the year. They've swept the Tigers, the Red Sox, and the Rangers. Tigers a 4-game sweep. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and fouled. And the count is 2-1. That's a good sinker at 95. Again, Hall of Fame weekend. Dick Bramer will be inducted on Saturday afternoon. That's going to be wonderful. Bert Blyleven will be involved. Justin Morneau will be on field handling a bunch of that. Danny will be in his blue jacket. So with Danny...
I'll be in with a bunch of other guys wearing blue jackets.
Hobnobbing with all of the
I don't hobnob.
Hall of Famers. It's a pitch high.
I don't hobnob. I'll have fun with them.
It's 3-1.
Big thing is the dinner that Friday night. Outstanding.
All of you Hall of Famers together.
Outstanding. Just the chemistry up there, the conversations, storytelling.
That's a good room to be in. You have to earn your way in. Can't buy into that one. Here's the 3-1. And it's wide, back-to-back walks in the number 8 and 9 spots in the order for Rojas. Well, the walks got the Twins in trouble in the 7th inning last night, and a couple of walks here in the 7th inning today. And now it's the dangerous Bazana. The guy I'm looking at is 2 hitters away and Chase DeLauder. Bazana will get his first look at Rojas today as P. Mackey's going to come out and have a conversation. 2 on and 1 out for Bazana. Yeah, Dick will be inducted on Saturday. Saturday also marks the Major League Draft. Twins will pick 3rd overall. That'll happen during the afternoon, during the course of our game, so we'll have an update on how that pick goes. Friday night, of course, well, that's going to be wrestling after the ball game. AEW wrestling being put on after the ball game. The Twins rally dancers are going to debut this weekend. There's a lot of stuff going on.
There's a baseball game, too, don't you know?
Yeah, 3 baseball games, and I'm kind of fired up. Kurt Suzuki brings his Angels into town.
Yeah, he does.
It'll be great to see Kurt Suzuki. Mike Trout leading the way as he heads to Philadelphia for a little hometown all-star game. And here's Woo-Suk Go up in the bullpen right now, prepping potentially for his Major League debut. How about a double play? Give Woo-Suk Go a clean inning. Popped up center field on the first pitch. Keyshaw coming in. Bailey not even thinking about tagging. And on one pitch after that mound visit, 2 outs, and here's Rocchio. Fitting it would be just prior to the All-Star game, Danny, because Suzuki, of course, was an All-Star here in 2014, and he was battery mates with Glenn Perkins, an all-Twins battery to finish that ball game, a game that Mike Trout was the MVP of.
He was definitely deserving of the MVP.
Rocchio 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. Speaking of Danny's nicknames, I think we've got a director's chair with 3 strikeouts on it. Line drive just fair down the third base line. That one's going to die against the sidewall. Bailey's going to chug home. Here comes Kwan. He's grinding around third. The relay from Lee not in time. It's a paint spraying double down the line for Brian Rocchio, who opens up now a 4-1 lead for the Guardians as both of those walks at the bottom of the order come back to haunt Kendry Rojas. You simply can't get away with walking guys who hit $170 on a regular basis. And again, the 2 walks at the bottom of the order yesterday, there was a walk to the 9-1 hitter in the 7th inning. They both scored. And here it's a walk to hitters 8 and 9, and now DeLauder, the most dangerous man in this lineup, is the hitter. A 4-1 Guardians lead, their biggest lead since they led 3-0 yesterday in the 4th inning. Ground ball foul, first base line 0-1. So work to do late again for the Minnesota Twins. Rojas finally has to pay the piper for that flurry of base on balls. That has haunted the Twins bullpen, not just Kendry, but the whole bullpen all year. DeLauder takes a strike in the count 0-2. That's the first take from DeLauder where he's looked a little off kilter.
Yeah, like I said, we talked about it last night. He likes to drift forward.
No balls, 2 strikes to DeLauder. He homered off Rojas in the 6th. Then he swings and chops this one to the right side. Clemens gets in front of it, picks it up and throws him out. So Rojas recovers and ends the inning. But the 2 walks costly. Rocchio doubles both of them home. We go to the stretch here.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
This ball is launched to right. Dom Smith, a deep blast. And Atlanta with a couple of solo homers and a 2-0 lead.
How about the location? That's elevated. It's 97. A little bit of cut to it, a little bit of vert. Exactly where he wanted it, but Dom Smith doing his homework and ready for it and crushes that one to right.
A no-doubter for his 2nd of the season.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
And Gavin Williams has done the job on the other side. As Chris mentioned, 4th pitcher to strike out 10 against the Twins, now trying to become the 7th to go 7 innings this year against Minnesota.
Well, his first pitch to Royce Lewis, and his 93rd of the game is high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Pardon me, his 94th. And pitch number 5 is down, so it's 2-0 to Royce. Royce singled and scored in the 5th inning. One of his 2 hits given up by Gavin Williams. Colin Holderman is up and warming in the bullpen. 2-0 breaking ball hit high in the air. This has some carry to deep left field for Royce, and that ball is not coming home. Into the Treasure Island home run deck for a home run, and here come the Twins. Royce Lewis clobbers the first Twins home run of the series, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Number 9 for Lewis, who now has as many home runs against Cleveland as he's hit against the Chicago White Sox, the most against any foe in his career. 7 now against Cleveland, and with that home run by Royce into the Treasure Island home run deck, Treasure Island Resort and Casino proud to donate $2,500 to the Twins Community Fund in support of the Junior Twins Equipment Kit Program. Pitch low to Roden, 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful swing from Royce Lewis. Now a 4-2 ball game. Roden, last night's hitter, awaits, and he slaps the 1-0 into the net foul, 1-1. Remember, you got Cade Smith looming at the back of this bullpen, so you want to get your work done now. You can't save it for the 9th inning. They'd love to use Holderman and Gaddis to get through 7 and 8 with Williams. Last night they were left without Smith in the last inning. Ground ball to third. Arias played well off the line, scoops it up, throws out Alan Roden for out number 1. Guardians did make a change defensively. Petey Halpin just called up today, speedster in right field, in for defensive purposes, taking over for Fry, who had taken over for Watson. So it's Quan, Schneemann, Halpin left to right in the outfield. Arias, Rocchio, Bazzana, Manzardo on the infield. Bailey still catching. Keyshaw, the hitter, watches a strike 0-1. Luke 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch as part of that rally in the 5th. Gavin Williams giving up Royce's 9th of the year, the 17th that Williams has allowed. First of the series for Minnesota. 0-1 pitch to Luke. That's taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. This series with Cleveland, sponsored by Orville Redenbacher, perfect for movie night, game day, or any time you need a quick, satisfying snack. Make it simple, make it delicious. Make it Orville Redenbacher, available now at Cub. 0-2 curve, swung on a miss. 11th strikeout for Gavin Williams, and after the home run by Lewis, 2 quick outs, it'll be up to Tristan Gray.
Pretty good, over 100 pitches, and still got that good, crisp breaking ball. Fastball still at 98, 99.
He has been every bit the stopper,
hasn't he,
that the Guardians were looking for. Guardians have lost 4 in a row, matching their longest losing streak of the year. As Gray nubs one back to the mound, Williams grabs it, and on his 103rd pitch of the day, he'll take it himself over at first base. Job well done by Gavin Williams. 7 innings, 103 pitches, and he'll exit.
Whoa! And it was still a strike. How about that?
He's falling down. He can't even see home plate.
Duke has it and throws a changeup in the dirt.
Really a silly play. And now he will display his soccer skills once again.
Be careful out there.
Oh, my.
Look at Berkman running to the dugout.
Are you kidding me? These guys are scared to death.
Now the sprinklers come on. Somebody really messed up.
Touch 'em all time. The Grand Tour. Jake McCarthy's 2nd homer of the game.
He has 10 ribbies in the last 24 hours.
Bomb! Bang! Grand slam!
And the Dodgers look like the comeback kids. They did it down 6-0 last night. They were down 3-0 tonight.
7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. It was the best version of Dylan Cease tonight.
That's hit pretty well. It's Gurriel out near the wall. He leaps up, and he caught it! What a catch by Gurriel! He robs Mitchell of a 3-run homer.
On the ground, and a great stab by Schmidt. He touched the base, somehow threw to first and got the double play. That's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Cody Funderburk was a topic of conversation when I spoke with Derek Shelton before the ball game. He's had 2 back-to-back really solid outings. He's on to try to keep this a 2-run game. He'll face Manzardo and then Petey Halpin and Gabriel Arias. 2 innings from Rojas, touched up for 3 runs. Those 2 walks costly, and the first pitch from Funderburk a ball. And Manzardo, who walked against Rojas in the 6th inning, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2. 0 for the series. 0 for 9 with 5 strikeouts. Funderburk catches the inside part of the plate for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Funderburk, 1 win, 1 loss on the year. Couple of stints with the big club. And again, after a rocky outing in Houston, was really good in New York over 2 scoreless. Just looked different. And he was in the zone, and he was good again yesterday as he misses down 2-1.
These are the guys you like him to get out. You've got that left-hander matchup. You want to get that first out here.
That's why he's in there. Swing and miss, count 2-2. Hey, come aboard the dock by Winnebago Industries for your next game day. It's an open boat-inspired space in right field with premium hospitality and ballpark fun, exclusive access, a dozen tickets, $30 in loaded concession value for each ticket. Drop anchor at the dock. Reserve your date, twins.com/the dock. Skipping ground ball back up the middle, up off the mound, and speared by Gray, moving across the bag at second, and he throws out Kyle Manzardo. That's a nice play by Tristan Gray. Moving on contact to his left, and then that ball hit off the domed mound there and changed its trajectory, and Tristan changed with it. Here's Halpin, who bats left-handed. Halpin, speedster, slaps this one foul up into the net, 0-1. He made his big league debut here at Target Field, Petey Halpin. Another left-on-left matchup for Funderburk. 0-1, just off the plate.
It seems like the construction of the Cleveland Guardians, they like their corner guys to have some power, but really defense that they stride themselves on.
1-1 is strike, and that matches up with their MO of the pitching, right? We're going to build around pitching, so we're going to give those pitchers
good defense.
Good defenders. Halpin, born in San Mateo, went to high school down in Manhattan Beach. Nubs this one back to the mound. Funderburk picks it up, throws to first, and the former Mira Costa Mustang, Petey Halpin, is thrown out. 2 quick outs, and here's Arias. Funderburk 2 up, 2 down. Arias homered in the first. That was off starter Bailey Ober, then struck out in the 5th against Ober and in the 6th against Rojas. 4-2, Cleveland leads. First pitch rolled back up the middle, picked up by Clemens, and easy as 1-2-3 for Cody Funderburk. Fundy does his job. He keeps this a 4-2 ball game. We'll go to the home 8th for batters 9, 1, and 2. It's Jackson, Larnach, and Lee scheduled on your home for Twins baseball.
Bottom 4, 3-0 Blue Jays. Kazuma Okamoto to lead it off for the Blue Jays. Hit a fly ball to right in his first at bat. As Okamoto drills one. High, deep, gone! His first home run as a Blue Jay, and it is 4-0. Big time power to the opposite field.
He came here with a power bat, and to show that early in the season, he's got these fans on their seats.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Minnesota Twins, we champion healthier communities and help members get the care they need to keep cheering their loudest. From opening day through the off-season, United Healthcare is committed to helping Twins territory live well and feel their best all year long. Learn more at uhc.com. That's uhc.com. United Healthcare, committed to care.
You're listening to the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
Now the big bearded right-hander Hunter Gaddis is on to pitch for the second straight night. Premium setup man. He's 1-2 with a .293. Over 33 appearances with 15 holds. Gaddis is going to face 9-1-2. It'll be Alex Jackson, then Trevor Larnach and Brooks Lee. Gaddis yesterday came on and quieted a storm. Got the bases loaded, one out in the seventh. He popped up Bell and Lewis. Then he gave up a hit to Caratini, a double to Keyshaw. And Cade Smith had to come in and finish off the eighth, so he was unavailable in the ninth, and the Twins beat Matt Festa in walk-off fashion. Gaddis has the eighth tonight. Jackson shows bunt, drops one up the third base line. Arias picks it up barehanded, throws to first. What a play by Gabriel Arias to retire Alex Jackson. It's an all-or-nothing play, and the big man barehanded it and threw a strike on the move to first base. That's a great play.
Great play, great bunt. And you needed somebody to try to make that play, and he made it. Boy, Jackson squared around early, well-placed, and just barehanded it. Boy, that's a sweet-looking play. Don't forget, he used to be a shortstop.
He made that look easy, and here's Larnach. Larnach's 0 for 3. Twins down 4-2, and Larnach pops up. Boy, Gaddis can do that to you. It's popped up to short. Rocchio's under it, and he makes a two-handed grab. Frustrating swing for Trevor Larnach, and here's Brooks Lee. But what is it about Gaddis that gets the pop-ups? We saw him get Bell and Royce yesterday, same fashion.
Just a lot of uppercut swings there, but you said, I think the scouting report is, hey, swing, get him early. He'll come after you, throw first pitch fastball. It's usually in the zone.
Something about the carry on that pitch. He gets a ton of pop-ups. Here's Brooks, 0 for 3. Need a base runner with Cody on deck. And Brooks takes a strike, 0-1. He's been swinging early. Got a 1-pitch at bat, a 2-pitch at bat, and a 3-pitch at bat today. Down 4-2, 2 outs in the eighth. Gaddis spins one by a swinging Lee. Good changeup, 0-2.
That's his go-to pitch right there.
Twins are on a 4-game winning streak, longest of the year. Cleveland on a 4-game losing streak, their longest of the year. Guardians trying to avoid finding themselves in a tie in the division with Minnesota as a pitch down, and it's 1-2. Trying to avoid dropping back to 500 for the first time since May 10th. The Twins are trying to climb to 500 for the first time since April 22nd. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brooks Lee. 2 outs, nobody on. Need a runner. Swung on a miss. They won't get it here. Brooks Lee is down on strikes. Blink and you missed it. 8th inning from Hunter Gaddis. He was dominant. We've played 8. Twins down 4-2, and you're home for Twins base.
And what do we got? It's one of those parabolic mics. This is one of the sillier delays that I've seen.
Gino has it off his heels a little high. It's airmailed into right field. He's at third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward.
Trying a little trickeration. Nobody fell for it. It's worth a shot. Why not?
Oh, that's funny.
Wait till they mass market him.
Like the grimace.
Yeah.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Oh my. Fly ball, right center field, and O'Neal Cruz with his first Cruz missile of the year. Off the lefty. Brandon Williamson. Cruz crushes it. Pirates get the run back. They lead 6-1.
That's a beautiful thing. Man, it just sounds different. It just sounds different coming off that bat. Look how far that ball went up in the stands, Browning. O'Neal Cruz, just a special talent.
Prior to the game Friday and Saturday, and free ice cream for kids on Sunday. Because there's no place like here. Get tickets at twins.com.
This is the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
Well, you heard about him and from him in our pregame lineup card, and now Woo-Suk Go is set to make his major league debut. Go, the Korean right-hander, 5'11", on the hill in a 4-2 game. Guardians up top to face Schneemann, Bailey, and Kwon. Working from the stretch, features a fastball, slider, and a split. And the first pitch sails high. That's a fastball at 94, 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, his path to the Twins came through the Detroit Tigers. It was a Double-A in Erie, Toledo.
The 1-0 swung on and fouled, 1-1. He originally signed with the Padres for $4.5 million in a big league deal and couldn't make the club. Ended up in the minors. They shipped him for Luis Arraez to the Marlins. Marlins let him go, re-signed him, then let him go again. The Tigers claimed it. Steps into the motion and delivers 1-1. That's a good strike. Fastball at 93. It's 1-2. His wife is the sister of Young-Hoo Lee, the center fielder for the Giants. And she is the daughter of one of the most famous Korean baseball players of all time. So quite the baseball family, and he's a part of it now as a little nubber towards first. Picked up by Lewis, steps on the bag, and congratulations, Woo-Suk Go, your first major league out. Recorded on a 300-assisted putout at first base. And he's got an ERA. 0.00. Long journey for him, and obviously delighted to be in the major leagues. He had that clause in his contract, call me up or let me go. And as you heard from Jeremy Zoll in our pregame, the Twins had kind of been eyeing him from a distance for a while, some of their pro scouts. As Patrick Bailey takes high, 1-0.
Yeah, a lot of information also coming from the St. Paul team. They've played against him, some of the minor league teams, so a little scouting report.
Where's number 1? First Twins pitcher to wear number 1. And this ball hit high in the air for Bailey, deep right field, and Patrick Bailey's gone deep over the dock for a home run. Much maligned for his offense, and Bailey runs into one. And it's 5-2 Guardians. As their slugfest series continues, that's their third home run of the ballgame and their 6th of the series.
Not much of that breaking ball. Bailey, though, he'll walk into him once in a while.
His 3rd of the year.
Wow, that was right there.
3rd of the year for Bailey. So a guy who just hasn't hit at all walks and scores in the 7th as the go-ahead run, and then he's the insurance run with a booming home run to right. Now it's Kwon. Kwon takes a strike, 0-1. Welcome to the big leagues. Woo-Suk Go gives up a home run to Bailey just over the dock. We were just talking about the dock. If you were sitting in one of those 12 seats, you had a good play on that one. Kwon skies this one down the left field line. Larnach, his old roommate, chases after it, but it's a foul ball. 0-2. Well, looking ahead, brought to you by James Hardy. The homestand continues tomorrow night, 7:10 start. We're on the air at 6:30 Mike Trout and the Angels in town, led by their skipper Kurt Suzuki. When you look ahead to home improvements, look to James Hardy. Hardy Siding, America's #1 brand of siding. And, of course, the wrestling will follow. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. 1 out, 1 in here in the 9th inning. Guardians trying to get out of here, salvaging a game in this 3-game series. It's really a 2-game swing. Instead of the Twins being tied with Cleveland, they'll still be 2 back. Pitch down, and the count is 1-2. Cleveland so far using the long ball and Gavin Williams' exploits to foil the Twins' attempt to get to 500. It's a pitch down, and the count 2-2. Williams really the dominant story here today, Danny. He took one of the best offenses in baseball and
Shut
he
him
just
down.
Silenced it.
11 punch-outs for him today. And the 7 innings sets up their bullpen because we thought they were a little bit short out there.
That's what aces do. That's what stoppers do.
Yes.
And you go back and you look, and he was facing 2, 3, and 4 in the 6th inning, and he was already over 85 pitches. An 8-pitch inning. That's what gave him the 7th, was the 8-pitch inning in the 6th. The 2-2 pitch. Down low, 3-2. 1 out, top of the order, Bazana waiting on deck. Again, Usako becomes the first Twins pitcher to wear #1. They haven't had a whole lot of single-digit pitchers in recent years, as Kwan fouls another ball down the third base line. I know Matt Belisle wore #9.
Yeah, but I'm going to go back to you saying the last pitcher to hit a home run was Jimenez, right?
Fitzgerald, Ryan Fitzgerald. Jimenez before that.
Okay. Johnny Moses wore #1 and he pitched.
That's true. That's very true. Okay. We found a loophole. Hard ground ball foul up the first base line. Now, Moses only pitched when 3-2 was unavailable, right?
Yes.
So,
well, yeah.
If you couldn't go, Moses went.
Right, but wanted to blow him out. Couldn't afford to lose me.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on a missed. He struck him out. There's your first big league strikeout. Save that baseball. And Jackson will do just that. Flip it to the bat boy. And there are 2 outs for the top of the order, Travis Bazana. 5-2.
Bazana just 2 hits in this series. 2 for 11, but the double he hit last time, and still his presence in the batter's box, he looks dangerous.
Yeah, he looks like a threat. As a pitch down and in over his foot, 1-0. Now remember, if Royce Lewis doesn't make as good a defensive play as we've seen from a Twins infielder this year in the 5th, he drives in a couple more runs with another double. Yeah, he looks like he's got bad intentions in the box, and he swings and chops this one to Royce, takes it chest high and runs it right to the bag, and Usako is through the 9th inning, his first major league inning on the mound. Gives up a home run to Patrick Bailey. Twins.
I can't imagine transitioning from loving baseball cards to then knowing it's inevitably coming that you're going to be on baseball cards. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I think the first card I saw was when they did something for USA Baseball, and then now seeing my face, seeing me playing baseball on a card, it was surreal. It wasn't that it was that moment where like, wow, this is really something.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Murakami to pull, 1-2 from Sandy. That one cut on and missed, and Murakami swings over the top of it. Another punch out for Munetaka Murakami.
Well, I'm going to say that was a changeup.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a nasty pitch down and away from Murakami.
Got him! Changeup! 2 away!
Boy, this has been Picasso, Rembrandt, everything put together with the way he's worked on the mound, with the stuff he's had, the location.
Wins, you're also supporting local Minnesota charities with every play giving back to your community. Step up and play. Follow Pilot Games MN to find a location near you. Pilot Games, proud partner of the Minnesota Twins.
This is the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
Now, Big Cade Smith on to try to save his 27th game of the year. Smith was awesome yesterday. Came on to quell a threat in the 8th inning. He's on here in the 9th now with a clean sheet. He'll face Cody Clemens, Josh Bell, Royce Lewis. Big right-hander has been outstanding, and his first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. 16th round pick of the Twins out of high school. Did not sign. Went to the University of Hawaii instead, and then ended up not getting drafted. It was a COVID year. It was a swing and miss, and it's 0-2. It's only a 5-round draft. He signed as a non-drafted free agent, and boy, did he pick the right club. Originally from Abbotsford, East British Columbia in Canada. Here's the pitch, popped up. Foul. Bailey loses the headgear, comes over near his own dugout, and that one will land on the dugout. Clemens still alive, 0-2.
Yeah, it goes to show you how rare a guy up in Canada, and then goes to Hawaii to play.
He's from Vancouver, so he's out there on the coast, Vancouver area. And yeah,
Hawaii's on an island.
That's way out there. 0-2 pitch. Down, 1-2. I could have been probably easily swayed at 18 to go to Hawaii for a couple of years.
Yeah, but you got the free ride at Stanford. Kidding me? You're not going to get a free ride in Hawaii. See you wearing some puka shells.
1-2. They go around the horn. It's a called strike 3. Ryan Blake, and he didn't even bother pulling the string until after the ball had already been thrown down to third base. So a strikeout of Clemens. I'm not saying there aren't guys who can pull off the puka shell look. I just am telling you I'm not one of them. Can you even imagine? If I walked in here with a puka shell necklace on, what would you do? Throw me out the window by the neck?
Let's get a puka shell startup kit for you. And we'll try it out.
I can barely pull off flip-flops. There's a pitch down and in. They're going to challenge it.
Catcher challenging to call the ball.
He's going to win this. It's going to be 0-2.
Calls overturned, pitches a strike.
Cade Smith throws so many strikes, and they're such good strikes. Nothing's over the heart of the plate. He would be a guy I would think would have an immaculate inning on his resume. As this ball popped up, foul, third base side.
Well, just listen to Ryan Blakeney kind of explain that one there. You can see the frustration or hear the frustration in his voice.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes, and it's down and in. 1-2. 5-2. Cleveland on top. Trying to salvage one. Again, great series victory for the Twins, but boy, you want to get greedy and get that sweep. Want to get back to 500. It's a foul tip. Bell just does stay alive. As it stands, the Twins can't rally here in their last 2 outs. They'll be 2 under facing the Angels. Will need a sweep to be over 500 at the break. And Bell not done yet. Hits one high in the air to deep center, but it's going to hang up long enough for Schneemann to run under it. And there are 2 outs. Royce will be the batter. Royce has had a day. Twins only have 3 hits. Royce has 2 of them. And he's made the defensive play of the game. He scored twice. Hit his 9th home run. Twins down to their final out. Down 5-2. 3 more close games between these division rivals. Strike called. It's 0-1. Twins took 2 of 3 in Cleveland. They're going to take at least 2 of 3 here at home. We'll see him again right after the break. We'll go to Wrigley Field for 3 and then 4 games in Cleveland. 0-1 is wide and the count is 1-1.
I miss Cleveland.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I know Perks was in here talking. I think Perk is making that trip there, and
he was a little surprised. He didn't realize it was 4 games. As a pitch wide, and the count is 2-1. He came in and he looked at us. He goes, "Did you know there were 4 in Cleveland?"
He followed up with, "That's 4 too many."
2-1, good swing, a swing and a miss, 2-2. We'll get 3 in Wrigley, then 4 in Cleveland. 3 weekend games at Wrigley. That should be an absolute circus on the north side of Chicago. Be good to see Ron Coomer.
Yeah, that would be a little soggy going into Cleveland after 3 days in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know?
2 balls and 2 strikes. Twins down to their final strike. Cade Smith, one of the best. He's headed to Philadelphia. This ball poked the other way for Lewis. He fights it deep into the right field corner. Halpin chases. That's up into the seats for a foul ball. Still 2-2. Angels come a-calling tomorrow, wrestling after the ball game, and then again, Hall of Fame Saturday. The Blue Coats will be in attendance. Always one of my favorite days of the year. 2-2 swung on a miss. Lewis strikes out. Cade Smith does what Cade Smith does as he faces the minimum fans a pair and saves his 27th game of the year. And the Guardians will salvage one here at Target Field. Twins still take 2 out of 3, but they'll enter the series with the Angels still sub-500. They're now 46-48. They'll have to sweep the Halos to head to the All-Star break with a winning record. Meanwhile, Cleveland avoids falling back to 500 for the first time since May 10th. They're 47-47 as they hop the jet to South Beach to take on a very good Miami Marlins team. We'll talk about all of that and more as part of our post-game download with John Vedas. Here's a little preview of what's to come.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, Guardians get the last one.